crisp trace in the air. The season brushes past. Porch steps carry footfall, knitted sleeves and brass. Window sills harbor afterglow in varnished glass. Crosswalk stripes turn tawny where the shadows cast. Every measured rhythm says the change will last. First trace of cold, I move in measured light. Guide me by the crosswalk, russet brass and white. First trace of cold, low burning, clearly refined. Set a small beacon where our roots align. Star pins bloom in sequence over slate and brick. Storefront signs grow softer, city pulses click. Pockets tune to nightfall, balance slow and clean. Steps chart out a pathway, neither rush nor lean. First trace of cold, I move in measured light. Guide me by the crosswalk, russet brass and white. First trace of cold, low burning, clear refined. Set a small beacon where our roots align. If northbound air unravels what the streets once knew, we'll pocket coal red embers just enough to prove a hush blue arc of skylight stitched above the stone. A modest landmark saying we are not alone. First trace of cold, I move in measured light. Guide me by the crosswalk, russet brass and white. First trace of cold, low burning, clearly refined. Set a small beacon where our roots align. Set a small beacon where our roots align. Thin mist on the pane, the kettle starts to sing. Coats come out the sill, map this room in light, anchor me inside while streets turn crisp tonight. Steam on the sill, porcelain and glow, trace a homing signal through the cold below. If northbound air insists and drains the town of heat, we'll bank a small horizon where the hearth and heartbeat meet. A quiet ring of aftershine along the window frame, a sign that says the season knows our name. Steam on the sill, map this room in light, anchor me inside while streets turn crisp tonight. Steam on the sill, porcelain and glow, trace a homing signal through the cold below. Trace a homing signal through the cold below. Do 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 A scarf across my breath, the signal shifts to red. Bus roof steam and ribbons over brick and slate. Leaves skate past my sneakers, tracing out the gate. Storefront glass goes tawny, traffic thins its pace. Sleeves brace against the breeze along the place. Scarf at the crosswalk, tie me to the lane. Breathe the ochre city, say October's name. Scarf at the crosswalk, woolen clear design. Fingerprints draw comets circling on the pane. Radiator ticking, knit across the frame. Counterlight and tungsten sketches copper lines. Coasters catch the drizzle from these autumn signs. Mug against glass, brace me from the cold. Window inks in silver what the dusk has told. Mug against glass, porcelain aglow. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. Scarf rests on the backrest, drying after rain. Footprints by the doormat fade along the grain. Kettle eases singing, breath becomes a trace. City hum goes velvet on the outer face. Mug against glass, brace me from the cold. Window inks in silver what the dusk has told. Mug against glass, porcelain aglow. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. If northbound gusts return and frost the nightly view, we'll circle breath on window glass and let a map shine through. Two rings of pale illumination stacked along the seam, a small and steady beacon from the steam. Mug against glass, brace me from the cold. Window inks in silver what the dusk has told. Mug against glass, porcelain aglow. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. A thin array of drops, the neon bends and breaks. Bus stop roofs are breathing sodium and rain. Crosswalk pools turn bokeh, widening the lane. Taxi arcs in amber slice along the street. Prisms on the pane, scatter city light, set the scatter city light, set the colors moving through a tilted night. Prisms on the pane, sign I learned to read, guide my even breathing as I lead. Guide my starts to sing. Benchwood holds the day's last trace of sun-warmed grain. Leaf edges skate in arcs along the narrow lane. Hoodstrings brush my lip but not against the breeze. Crown the puddles under trees. Hoodstrings at dusk tie me to the path, anchor every footfall from the northern draft. Hoodstrings at dusk cinch me close and fast, guide me past the frost that gathers last. Air tastes faintly mineral, grass is sharp and clean. Sneakers press a rhythm through the slate and green. Breath rises like a signal, pale and paper thin. Sparrows stitch a curfew overhead again. Hoodstrings at dusk tie me to the path, anchor every footfall from the northern draft. Hoodstrings at dusk cinch me close and fast, guide me past the frost that gathers last. If crosswinds split the evening into colder bands, we'll cup a pocket ember right between our hands. A cold red hint of afterglow to outpace night, a traveling mark that keeps our bearings bright. Hoodstrings at dusk tie me to the path, anchor every footfall from the northern draft. Hoodstrings at dusk cinch me close and fast, guide me past the frost that gathers last. A door chime taps once, the counter breathes in heat. Cinnamon hangs in layers, ovens exhale slow. Sugar dust on aprons, tungsten lamps run low. Digits on the bus glass mark a moving arc. Guide this city evening, steady, clear and stark. Digits on the bus glass, breath drawn, pale design. Anchor me to places I can find. Anchor me to places I can find. The chill climbs every step, the rail bites at my palm. Concrete treads remember daylight, dust and rain. Fluorescent hum keeps ticking through the frame. Coat hem skims the riser, keys ring once then fade. Breath writes pale geometry on steel and shade. Handrail like frost, steady out my stride. Stamp a stairwell compass on the evening side. Handrail like frost, brass and steel align. Guide this thinning breath between the flights. Paint chips on the landing, flake to ash and gray. Steps answer back in measures far away. Buttons cold on wool, fasten me tonight. Brace the turning breezes while the streets ignite. Buttons cold on wool, cedar smoke and grain. Map my even pacing through the rain. Labels brush my knuckles, satin finds the light. Zipper teeth are silver, neat and narrow bite. Cuffs remember daylight stored along the hem. Breath becomes a banner over them. Buttons cold on wool, fasten me tonight. Brace the turning breezes while the streets ignite. Buttons cold on wool, cedar smoke and grain. Map my even pacing through the rain. If northbound air arrives and thins the hallway heat, we'll bank a cool red center deep between the pleat. A modest star stitched under collarbone, a sign that says the night is ours alone. Buttons cold on wool, fasten me tonight. Brace the turning breezes while the streets ignite. Buttons cold on wool, cedar smoke and grain. Map my even pacing through the rain. Map my even pacing through the rain. exhale in spirals, rooftops breathe in rings, laundry cords hang motionless like winter strings, footsteps learn a meter suited to the chill, keys tap out a rhythm soft and still. Low moon over chimneys, brace me through this bend, harbor me from crosswinds as the streets descend. Low moon over chimneys, sulfur, oak and pine, guide my steady pacing down the line. If northerlies cut narrow through the alley spine, we'll paint a cool red center under coat and twine. A pocket ember traveling beneath the night, a marker stitched to keep our heading right. Low moon over chimneys, brace me through this bend, harbor me from crosswinds as the streets descend. Low moon over chimneys, sulfur, oak and pine, guide my steady pacing down the line. Guide my steady pacing down the line. A pale pre-dawn breath, the window blue with frost. Edges bloom in crystals, branching into stars. Breath feathers on the pane and sketches tiny bars. Radiator ticking measures out the gray. Footsteps in the hallway fade away. Silver lattice on glass, chart the waking room, etch a subtle compass through the bluish blue. Silver lattice on glass, crisp and crystalline, guide this early breathing in. crisp and crystalline. Guide this early breathing into time. If northerlies press in and number every roof, we'll sketch a pale constellation as our proof. Small arcs on frozen patterns circling the frame, a sign to steer us home the way we came. Silver lattice on glass, chart the waking room, etch a subtle compass through the bluish bloom. Silver lattice on glass, crisp and crystalline. Guide this early breathing into time. Guide this early breathing into time. Ink breath meets the air, the handlebar finds north. Rubber skims the asphalt, dew along the curb. Headlines under lamplight flutter thin and firm. Porch steps take the bundles, twine in tidy loops. Freewheel draws a circle through the stoops. Spokes in blue dawn wheel the sleeping town. Cast a faint ellipse, the streets can settle down. Spokes in blue dawn, steel and paper reel, set the early cadence I can feel. Cold bites through the finger where the numbers smear. Chain hum writes a metronome that I can steer. Mailbox flags and shutters lean in slate and tin. Bell paints out a silver ringing grin. Spokes in blue dawn wheel the sleeping town. Cast a faint ellipse, the streets can settle down. Spokes in blue dawn, steel and paper reel, set the early cadence I can feel. If crosswinds slice the corner, testing hands and brakes, we'll tuck a coal red center underneath the stacks. A traveling core of afterglow beneath the wrap, a mark that keeps the route upon the map. faint blue breath lifts the river, hides the shore. Bridge ribs draw a shadow, arches cut the haze. Lamp halos skim the current, breaking into rays. Palm prints fade on iron, beads across the bar. Footsteps pace the embankment under spot. season brushes past. Porch steps carry footfall, knitted sleeves and brass. Window sills harbor afterglow in varnished glass. Crosswalk stripes turn tawny where the shadows cast. Every measured rhythm says the change will last. First trace of cold, I move in measured light. Guide me by the crosswalk, russet brass and white. First trace of cold, low burning, clearly refined. Set a small beacon where our roots align. Star pins bloom in sequence over slate and brick. Storefront signs grow softer, city pulses click. Pockets tuned to nightfall, balance slow and clean. Steps chart out a pathway, neither rush nor lean. First trace of cold, I move in measured light. Guide me by the crosswalk, russet brass and white. First trace of cold, low burning, clearly refined. Set a small beacon where our roots align. If northbound air unravels what the streets once knew, we'll pocket cold red embers just enough to prove a hush blue arc of skylight stitched above the stone. A modest landmark saying we are not alone. First trace of cold, I move in measured light. Guide me by the crosswalk, russet brass and white. First trace of cold, low burning, clearly refined. Set a small beacon where our roots align. Set a small beacon where our roots align. Thin mist on the pane, the kettle starts to sing. Coats come out of drawers, scarf across my chin. Crosswalks glaze in amber, slate begins to thin. Footsteps learn a calmer pace beyond the store. Sleeves catch past my breath, the signal shifts to red. Bus roof steam and ribbons over brick and slate. Leaves skate past my sneakers, tracing out the gate. Storefront glass goes tawny, traffic thins its pace. Sleeves brace against the breeze along the place. Scarf at the crosswalk, tie me to the lane. Breathe the ochre city, say October's name. Scarf at the crosswalk, woolen clear design. Weave my moving footsteps into time. Headlights comb the puddles, amber bends and breaks. Hands learn measured cadence with the turns we take. Signals blink in sequence, counting down the beat. Hushed announcements drift above the street. Scarf at the crosswalk, tie me to the lane. Breathe the ochre city, say October's name. Scarf at the crosswalk, woolen clear design. Weave my moving footsteps into time. If northbound gusts arrive and try to sweep the heat, we'll harbor coal bright amber in a paper sleeve for tea. A modest glow to anchor where the corners meet. A mark that guides our heels across the street. Scarf at the crosswalk, tie me to the lane. Breathe the ochre city, say October's name. Scarf at the crosswalk, woolen clear design. Weave my moving footsteps into time. Weave my moving footsteps into time. Steam rings the rim, the window clouds to white. Fingerprints draw comets, circling on the pane. Radiator ticking, knit across the frame. Counterlight in tungsten, sketches copper lines. Coasters catch the drizzle from these autumn signs. My against glass, brace me from the cold. Window inks in silver what the dusk has told. Mug against glass, porcelain aglow. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. Scarf rests on the backrest, drying after rain. Footprints by the doormat fade along the grain. Kettle eases singing, breath becomes a trace. City hum goes velvet on the outer face. Mug against glass, brace me from the cold. Window inks in silver what the dusk is told. Mug against glass, porcelain aglow. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. If northbound gusts return and frost the nightly view, we'll circle breath on window glass and let a map shine through. Two rings of pale illumination stacked along the seam, a small and steady beacon from the steam. Mug against glass, brace me from the cold. Window inks in silver what the dusk has told. Mug against glass, porcelain aglow. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. Mark a modest landmark in this light we know. Scatter city light, set the colors moving through a tilted night. Prisms on the pane, sign I learned to read, guide my even breathing as I lead. Guide my starts to sing. Benchwood holds the day's last trace of sun-warmed grain. Leaf edges skate in arcs along the narrow lane. Hoodstrings brush my lip but not against the breeze. Crown the puddles under trees. Hoodstrings at dusk tie me to the path, anchor every footfall from the northern draft. Hoodstrings at dusk cinch me close and fast, guide me past the frost that gathers last. Air tastes faintly mineral, grass is sharp and clean. Sneakers press a rhythm through the slate and green. Breath rises like a signal, pale and paper thin. Sparrows stitch a curfew overhead again. Hoodstrings at dusk tie me to the path, anchor every footfall from the northern draft. Hoodstrings at dusk cinch me close and fast, guide me past the frost that gathers Snowflakes roll out their meteor rows of crust and rice. Coins ring soft in pockets, scarves undo their ties. Door swings, colder drafts thread briefly through the line. Past street breath and city dusk entwine. Heat in a paper bag, resting through my hands. Bank the street side gusts with this borrowed brand. Heat in a paper bag, butter, steam, and grain. Carry home a glow against the rain. If northbound air cuts narrow down the lane, will shelter embered crumb beneath the sleeve again. A traveling core of warmth tucked under coat, a moving hearth that follows every note. Heat in a paper bag, resting through my hands. Bank the street side gusts with this borrowed brand. Heat in a paper bag, butter, steam, and grain. Carry home a glow against the rain. Carry home a glow against the rain. Na-na-na-na. One fog across the pane, the rude display turns bright. Stop names blink in amber, rails along the road. Coins ring in my pocket, scarves adjust the load. Finger traces, numbers fading where I breathe. Neon breaks and prisms on the sleeve. Digits on the bus glass mark a moving arm. Guide this city evening, steady, clear, and stark. Digits on the bus glass, breath drawn, pale design. Anchor me to places I can find. Vents crosshatch the window, heater draws a line. Digits on the bus glass mark a moving arc. Guide this city evening, steady, clear and stark. Digits on the bus glass, breath drawn, pale design. Anchor me to places I can find. Anchor me to places I can find. A chill climbs every step, the rail bites at my palm. Concrete treads remember daylight, dust and rain. Fluorescent hum keeps ticking through the frame. Coat hem skims the riser, keys ring once then fade. Breath writes pale geometry on steel and shade. Handrail like frost, steady out my stride. Stamp a stairwell compass on the evening side. Handrail like frost, brass and steel align. Guide this thinning breath between the flights. Paint chips on the landing, flake to ash and gray. Steps answer back in measures far away. Phone like curves a crescent on the rail I trace. Pulse becomes a meter I can face. Handrail like frost, steady out my stride. Stamp a stairwell compass on the evening side. Handrail like frost, brass and steel aligned. Guide this thinning breath between the flights. If northbound drafts unwind the plans we planned, we'll hide a cool red kernel in the cloth we've manned. A faint arc of afterglow along the span. A modest mark to show where nights began. Handrail like frost, steady out my stride. Stamp a stairwell compass on the evening side. Handrail like frost, brass and steel aligned. Guide this thinning breath between the flights. Guide Buttons cold on wool, fasten me tonight. Brace the turning breezes while the streets ignite. Buttons cold on wool, cedar smoke and grain. Map my even pacing through the rain. If northbound air arrives and thins the hallway heat, we'll bank a cool red center deep between the pleat. A modest star stitched under collarbone, a sign that says the night is ours alone. Buttons cold on wool, fasten me tonight. Brace the turning breezes while the streets ignite. Buttons cold on wool, cedar smoke and grain. Map my even pacing through the rain. Map my even pacing through the rain. Sedges bloom in crystals, branching into stars. Breath feathers on the pane and sketches tiny bars. Radiator ticking measures out the gray. Footsteps in the hallway fade away. Silver lattice on glass, chart the waking room. Etch a subtle compass through the bluish blue. Silver lattice on glass, crisp and crystalline. Guide this early breathing into time. Thermos pours a ribbon, porcelain turns warm. Calendar pins the morning finally taking form. Streetlights thin to silver, roofs in powder shade. Moon hangs like a coin that won't degrade. Silver lattice on glass, chart the waking room. Etch a subtle compass through the bluish bloom. Silver lattice on glass, crisp and crystalline. Guide this early breathing into time. If northerlies press in and number every roof, we'll sketch a pale constellation as our proof. Small arcs on frozen patterns circling the frame, a sign to steer us home the way we came. Silver lattice on glass, chart the waking room. Etch a subtle compass through the bluish bloom. Silver lattice on glass, crisp and crystalline. Guide this early breathing into time. Guide this early breathing into time. Ink breath meets the air, the handlebar finds north. Rubber skims the asphalt, dew along the curb. Headlines under lamplight flutter thin and firm. Porch steps take the bundles, twine in tidy loops. settle down. Spokes in blue dawn, steel and paper reel, set the early cadence I can feel. Cold bites through the finger where the numbers smear. Chain hum writes a metronome that I can steer. Mailbox flags and shutters lean in slate and tin. Bell paints out a silver ringing grin. Spokes in blue dawn wheel the sleeping town. Cast a faint ellipse, the streets can settle down. Spokes in blue dawn, steel and paper reel, set the early cadence I can feel. If crosswinds slice the corner, testing hands and brakes, we'll tuck a coal red center underneath the stacks. A traveling core of afterglow beneath the wrap, a mark that keeps the route upon the map. Spokes in blue dawn wheel the sleeping town. Cast a faint ellipse, the streets can settle down. Spokes in blue dawn, steel and paper reel, set the early cadence I can feel. Set the early cadence I can feel. A slate blue breath lifts the river, hides the shore. Bridge ribs draw a shadow, arches cut the haze. Lamp halos skim the current, breaking into rays. Palm prints fade on iron, beads across the bar. Footsteps pace the embankment under spar. River rail and fog brace my steady pace. Map the city lanterns into orbital lace. River rail and fog, iron glass and gray, lead me down the water's side today. Cyclist ghost in silver, bells in single file. Train hum threads the span with long electric miles. Scarf carves out a crescent, breath becomes a sign. midnight slows its spin. Signs turn pewter silver, gutters thread with light. Roof lines draw a cleaner line against the night. Footsteps count the crosswalk, vapor marks the pace. Keys ring once, then soften into space. Street lights after summer map the longer way. Underline the season as it shifts to day. Street lights after summer, even calm and fine, set a small direction on the line. Vending halos shimmer, corners breathe a hush. Bus windows fog in circles, clearing with a brush. Sleeves find simple cadence, sipping at the seam. Kettles back at home begin to steam. Street lights after summer map the longer way. Underline the season as it shifts to day. Street lights after summer, even calm and fine, set a small direction on the line. If northbound air grows narrow down the boulevard, we'll hide a filament spark beneath the mittens guard. A coin of gentle laughter glow beneath the sleeve, a sign that says we're ready not to leave. Street lights after summer map the longer way. Underline the season as it shifts to day.